Alright. Hey guys, it's me, Irvis again, and welcome back to another RPG devlog. So, summer has been pretty cool so far. I've had a lot of time to relax and de-stress from school. Uh, some cool things I did recently was I went to Anime Expo yesterday. I had a lot of fun there, spending time with my friends, getting cool anime/video game merch, and just checking out all the cool exhibits and cosplay. I've also been spending a lot of time just trying to fix my quality of life as well. I noticed in school that it had degraded so much of it, and so now I'm in the middle of trying to improve on that by trying to be more responsible and live healthier for both my physical body as well as my mental well-being. So yeah, that's what's been going on with my life. I also want to try a new devlog format starting next week, where I would record my day-to-day activities because I think it'd be really interesting to show you the process of my development as well as show you how I'm feeling or what I'm doing each day of the week. And that way, by the end of it, I'd be able to edit it into a format that would be much more digestible to watch, rather than just dumping, um, all this raw footage like I've been doing until now. So I'm excited to start trying that out next week because I think it'd be a lot more helpful or a lot more engaging to watch just to see that process. But nonetheless, I've had a lot of time to work on this RPG this week, so let's get straight to it. So, the big thing for this week that I wanted to do, in which I mentioned in last week's video, was that I wanted to start adding in stats, as well as my inventory system and different item instances. So right now, the current stats in the game, excluding those meant for experience points, consist of health points, energy points, the energy points for your abilities, critical hit chance, your total damage, your total defense, and all sorts of different attributes. So to start things off, basic attacks and abilities now have the capability of critting. Every entity has a base 10% chance to crit, which will make their hit do 1.5 times more damage. So if I'm to go over here and hit these guys, you'll see that my crits are marked as are marked in yellow like this. Uh, Now this base percentage can be increased by the items you equip that modify this crit chance. So right now I have a sword that's bumping up my crit chance by an additional 20%. So right now my crit chance would be sitting at around 30%. The same will apply for all the other sets as well, in which that they can be bumped up by the items you equip, as I've shown right here. Now, the attributes that I was talking about, the current attributes in the game consist of strength, dexterity, and constitution. These attributes serve to increase multiple stats at the same time per point that you have of it. So, for example, every constitution point you have will increase your health by 5 points and your total defense by 0.5. So right now I have about 13 additional constitution as well as the base constitution that I start with. It will, so if I were to remove this, then you will see that my defense value goes down and my health goes down as well. You see it's going up because my maximum health is going down, so it's closer to my current. And you can see that the damage goes down as well. Putting it back on will bump it back up again. Dexterity will increase your crit chance and evasion. Evasion is something I haven't implemented yet, in which will be its own probability of dodging a hit. And I still haven't implemented intelligence, the intelligence attribute, but that will most likely just bump up your total damage and your total energy points. So yeah, all these stats have been implemented so far, and like I said, there will most likely be more stats to be added in later. But all of these stats serve to be a driver for the inventory and item instances that I was talking about. So right now I have a partially implemented character window. This character window will consist of an inventory tab, um, an inventory tab, a stats tab, and an ability tab in which you can swap between different abilities. Uh, the stats and ability tab, like I've shown, right, are like right now aren't implemented yet, but the inventory, for the most part, is mostly complete. I can store things into it, so if I were to click on this item right here, I can pick it up and then it will go into my inventory. I can move things around. I can swap between different equipment, and I can drop things as well. So, like this. I just need to work on adding in the rest of the armor slots, because right now I only have it working for my weapon and my necklace slot. I don't have it, it's not functional for the rest of these, but that's what I'll be working on next, as well as being able to use consumable items like potions and stuff. Um, Now, you might notice how some of these items have different colors and different stat bonuses. That's because now I have a system in which items have a percentage drop rate from, or enemies now have a percentage drop rate for items. And these items can spawn with semi-random properties. I say semi-random because I'm setting the percentage at which a certain rarity will spawn and the percentage in which a certain item will spawn. Um, this is different from what I had before, in which each weapon or item had the same exact property. Um, and it was such a pain in the butt to rework, but I finally got it working, and I think this will help tremendously in keeping a variety for equipment without me having to make a bunch of different ones for each individual weapon, and it will even give a bit of appeal for any players who like to min-max their gear. The 6 rarities I have right now are common, which is white, uncommon, which is yellow, rare, which is green, which I don't have one of those right now, epic, which is blue, legendary, which is cyan, and then finally mythical, which is red. And for each rarity level, you get an additional stat bonus with attached onto it, with common weapons having none at all, but mythical weapons having up to 5. You can tell what type of drop is based on the color and the particle around them. So in this case, for a mythical weapon, you know that exactly that it's a mythical weapon because of this ray of light that's shining on it, and that it's red. You know this is epic because it's blue, and all that. The text itself, like the text style, will be different in the base game, but I just wanted to show that this is working. And but yeah, this is all completely functional. If I were to reload, if I were to pick up everything that were here, and then I were to reload from where my last save was, then everything will go back to that without the amulet and stuff. If I were to drop this weapon right here, and then drop this one, and then save, and then try to pick them back up again, and load, then you'll see that they're both back on the floor again with the exact same properties. But yeah, that items and the inventory is fully functional. Like I said, I just need to get back. I just need to finish up the rest of the armor slots and allow players to equip different armor, which will allow the player to actually visually change their appearance. So by equipping different body pieces, it will change their overall outfit. By equipping a helmet, it will change the helmet that you have, and the rest of these items, which will not visually change their appearance. Um, but yeah, this was the main thing I wanted to show off. This took a lot of time for me to get going. Um, some other small things I've added was this waypoint marker to demonstrate where you've clicked. I thought it'd be better to help visualize, as well as it looked nicer. Then I have different cursor icons for the different actions you can take. So if I hover over him, I know I can attack him, or if I hover over this, then I know I can pick this thing up. I've also added this new spin attack. Um, because I added in the ability system last week, I wanted something else to spice it up. So now my schedule for next week is, like I said, to have a new devlog format in which I'm gonna be actually doing a little bit of recording every day. That way I can edit it all into a video for Friday or the end of the week. And then, like I said, I plan on finishing up the inventory system with the armor. And then I plan to have some more abilities ready to show off. That way I can work on the ability page and then allow for a player to freely swap between them and implement the stats page. That way the player will know exactly what their stats are and that the character window can be officially complete. And then afterwards, if time permitted in the week, I'm going to be working on the dialogue and quest system. But yeah, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe. And have a good week, and I will see you next time. For now, I'm just gonna kill these guys and see if I drop anything good. Ooh! I set the percentage to get a legendary to be 5%, but even then I still got it. But yeah, sweet. Well, yeah, thanks for watching.